Welcome, my friends. It's time for this Wheelfried Bony to grace us with his presence for the season ahead. I'm slightly petrified. We're in the Premiership. I've removed what we had, which was the transfer ban. This is just freedom now, so I can just like normal. I can go on, but with the purple that's hard to read, I decided to add that we have to spin twice, because apparently I'm a glutton for punishment, or a fucking idiot. Probably both. Right. So, big things, don't want Director of Football. Don't want that, right? We need to build a team. We've only got about 12 players for the next season, okay? Steroid abuser. I don't mind that. We can pick a player and sacrifice him for the greater good. I don't mind that. Plus, I don't like that two random players because we're going to have a small that won't play together. We're going to have a small squad, so that's going to hurt. 3 or 5 at the back. Always inject. Seems quite fun. Adopt a child. I like to adopt a child. Something fun that won't screw me over. Like goalkeepers on penalties would be lovely. I can only use berate shout. Okay, no halftime team talk scares me. Eat a tomato. We can less said about that, the better. Right, okay, let's spin it. Ready? Ready? Let fate decide. Give me freedom. Give me freedom. Let's look down the bottom. Oh, I thought it was going to be freedom. The wheel must have tightened. It didn't seem to go as far. Okay, 3 and 5 at the back. Finally got a tactic that worked. Somewhat. Okay, it's fine. I better go do transfer window and build a whole new team. So, just to let you know, this is now 11:43, okay? For the timing of this video, in the morning of the video going out, okay? Let's see how long this takes. 3 or 5 at the back. God, I haven't really got it to work yet. Oh God, this is going to be awful. Right, let's go. Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome back to a fresh, shiny new season. And welcome back to our quite small squad. Obviously, as well as us letting players go or that didn't want to sign a contract, we've got players that have signed a pre-contract with other teams like Abraham's, and there's a few others. So a couple of good players, but I can offer them contracts. Who knew? So these are the guys we've got so far. And we need to play 5 at the back, so... Oh, thought I'd finally got a tactic that worked. Golden syrup. I'm going to miss you, golden syrup. Oh, God, I've got to get promoted, then change tactics entirely. It'd be quite confusing for the fans, wouldn't it? Because I'm sure if we start badly, they're going to be asking themselves, why we changed entirely what our plan was. So as you can see, we need a goalkeeper. We definitely need centre-backs now. We need wing-backs. We need everything, because even if this is quite a small squad, but even in this, we've got a 16-year-old, we've got a 15-year-old, and a 17-year-old that are kind of in and about, but not really first-teamers. It's going to be a shit ton of work. But Mossy's staying, so that all that matters. He must love the club by now, because there's no reason he'd stay otherwise. Yeah, he is loving life. Okay, God help us all. I'll see you soon. Okay, we're an hour in. I'm discovering that pretty much every player whose contract is running out in the Premier League, a good 95% of them want minimum £2,000 a week wages. I can offer maximum £1,000 a week. But I might sign, I'm not going to show him to you yet because I think it will jinx it. He's thinking about it. But I'll just surprise you with it. It's a big name player, okay? Big name. He's played for some of the biggest teams in England. But I'm not going to show you. I'm doing a few trials just to see if there's any good left backs I'm trying to work on. I've built this basic tactic. Obviously, I haven't used it yet. We're still sort of there, right? I've never used this tactic, and I'll tell you, I know exactly that I've never used this tactic, and the reason being is that I don't like wing-backs and wingers. It looks weird. Right, now maybe that's not the best reason for not picking a tactic, but I've always gone that looks weird, but I see people using it. So I'm going to ignore the fact it just looks weird to my eyes, and we're going to go with this. Okay, the good thing is we've got 3 good centre-backs, already had them. That's it, though. So we need a few backups. We've got a good goalkeeper. This is like our team that we had before. It's pretty much this right side, and so the rest of the other half needs to be done. Look, I'm making transfer. I'm a busy boy. I tried to sign a North Korean as well, which didn't go down too well. Right, okay, I'll update you when anything actually happens. Here he is, my friends. You might not have heard of him, but I certainly have heard of him. Slight problems. We have to adjust the current transfer budget of 1,000 because we need 10 grand. So we're going to take it out of our wages, which we don't really have. If you don't know, Renti used to play banging goals, I might add, for the legendary team of Bournemouth. Now, if you look at his 4 years at Bournemouth, you may see that he was more of a provider. You know, because it doesn't show you the assists. He got like 20 assists in each of these seasons. Admittedly, they signed him for £2 million. He scored 5 goals in 4 seasons, or 3 seasons, really. And then they sold him. Amazingly, they still got £1.5 million for him, which is impressive after those seasons. Well done, Bournemouth, for getting £1.5 million. Surprisingly, he was utter shit. Who'd have thought? And then he just kind of just disappeared on a free. I'm assuming, is this a loan then? Because this one's a free. They got him on a free. Didn't play him. Then he went to that one on a free. 6 games. Good. And then he went to Kaiser Chiefs, found a home, got some games, scored 7 goals. Look. And then, just one last season. He scored 13 goals. A lot of non-competitive games. It's fine. Tocolo Renti is... I have to do it. I'm sorry. I have to do it. I'm going to use all my wages on these transfer fees because they're all going to take a little bit of signing on fee, aren't they? They're all going to take a chunk. So I've got to be very careful with how many of these I sign because I can't have everyone taking 500 quid off the wages because I'm already committed. I'm not going to sign all these players. Obviously, I want to just kind of see who wants to come and then get rid. But I'm already committed to spending quite a large amount of money. So, okay, it's fine. We're all good. So, let me give you a transfer update. I've sort of got a team. But you'll see, if I sort my position, there's a slight problem. And it is in the centre-back position. Bearing in mind, we know that Thendo is nowhere close to a centre-back. 7 jumping reach. He's 5'10". He's got 7 heading. No, it's not going to work. So really, we have, in our 3 centre-back formation, we have 3 centre-backs. We have this guy, who I've run out of budget. I've run out of budget entirely. We are overspending. I cannot squeeze. I've culled. There's barely anything left apart from our good players and stuff, which we'll go through. But I can't squeeze anymore. So, but I don't know why I keep trying to make this transfer. I'm trying to get this guy on loan, but I can't afford the loan fee, so I'm going to have to cancel that. But there is hope. There's this guy, Nazuza. They don't want any money for him for the loan because he's 19 and crap. But he's not that bad, so he might be our 4th centre-back. But I kind of need another one at least. I need 5, surely. But then I guess he could be the 5th, I think. And Killy can play centre-back. Question mark. And obviously, Thendo, if everything else went wrong. I don't... I'm not happy with it. I've got to be honest. I sold a player. Hang on, did I sell a player? I thought I sold a player. How dare you? Yes, look. I sold Cupid. he's not a bad player, right? He just does my head in, and I needed cash, and £5 helped us sign another player. So, and obviously Ranty's going to bang goals in for us this season, so it's not too much of an issue. I tried to sell a couple of other players, and Dondo I tried to sell, but nobody wanted him, so I've got people to pay his wages. They're paying about 80% of his wages. But other than that, I've got sort of 2 players for positions. I've got Ranty as a striker and Mbasso as our good young striker. Now, we've not really got a proven goal scorer other than Mossett as a striker option. But I've got another guy. Cobber. He can also, he's a very good striker, can play on both sides as well. So he's going to be massively important as well. He's one of our better signings, Cobber. But also, we've got Dale Boy and Rodney, our 2 regens. They're going to battle it out for the backup slot on the left-hand side. Left back was also a nightmare fuel. This guy is as good as it gets. He's not too bad. Our average age, I think, has got somewhat older. How are we thinking of preview? Okay, 13th. Take it. Take it. Yeah, so we've got a squad-ish. Let's go to the first game of the season. I'm hoping to get that centre-back in, and then that's probably it. One little fun thing. 7 of my players came to me because they wanted to discuss something. They wanted a team meeting about the lack of depth in the first team. And this happened like 3 weeks ago. So, you know, transfer window's not open that long, and rather than waiting to see who I sign, my players are complaining that I haven't signed enough. So let me just sign the players first, yeah? Maybe complain about that near the end of the transfer window. Right, we've got... Okay, let's play for 2 friendlies right next to each other. That makes sense. Just had a fun, momentary shit myself in panic with the last week before the season starts because I'd completely forgotten the rule that means you have to have, 3 under 21 players in your first team? Because I haven't been able to sort of buy players. I can't steal the good youth because I have 0 money. And we've got some, Rodney and Dale Boy are both young and stuff, but they're basically all our backups apart from a couple players. And I'm like, shit, what? We're going to have to play our main left winger's going to have to be 15 years old. So, check the rules. There isn't a rule. There's no rules. I guess it makes sense. I guess there is no under 21. You have to have so many players. There's still a foreign player rule. But I guess the whole point of that is in the lower leagues of South African football, they want, obviously, homegrown talent, nurture the talent. And then, the bigger leagues can take those talented players and add a bit of in. So it makes sense, but I shit myself for a while. Okay, this guy's trying to desperately leave, but I can't afford to get him anyway, so I've pissed him off. He's asked for a transfer. Now I'm not buying him because I've got no money. Good. Right. This is it. I am not confident, I've got to be honest. There is a couple of problems in our team. I have our first team here. I think it's our first team. Happy with the goalkeeper. We've got Carl Peters and we've got Marlon Hugh as a solid backup. Bit starey, bit murdery, but other than that, good. Okay. Then the centre-backs. These 3 centre-backs are probably the best trio in the entire league. This is our great. And we've got a decent age group as well. Back up to those are a guy that doesn't play centre-back and a youngster. So, it's not ideal, but it's fine. Right back, we've got the same right backs we had before. They're just moving on up, as the song goes. This is our Sibanda is playing on the right, and then Matt Damon's is his backup. On the left-hand side, we've got Sadat. We've got Kazim, who he can run fast. That's about his limit. Now, here's where we didn't really improve at all. So, central midfield. Thendo can play as the ball-winning midfielder. That's fine. And we've got Nkili and we've got others. But I didn't sign at all a box-to-box. Now, I know this might come controversially. I know many of you are actually fans of this guy. I'm not. Okay, I know people say that I give him too much shit and stuff. Like, he really should be an advanced playmaker. Can I go advanced? Go on then, if you want to. Look, I'm playing you in your best position. But I know many of you got a soft spot, so we'll see. Mossy plays as Mossy does. We'll see how he gets on. He was inside forward last season. He's a winger this season. We can change it up. I might still make him an inside forward, to be honest, but I wanted to go with it. Now, on the left, we have options. We've got this guy, Sadak, can play as the attacking midfielder. We've got the two youngsters, Dale Boy and Rodney. I'm going to give them both a bit of time. But we have... Who's the other dude that can play on the left? We've got Dylan Solomons, who's probably our best lefty. He's going to be our main starter. And then these two youngsters are just going to fight it out. And back up to Mossy, we've got one of our Buttsacker, one of our good youngsters that's come through the ranks. He's good enough for a backup now. We've got other players. We've got Cobber. It's all good. Put you on the bench there. 7 subs, right? Okay, yeah, we're good. Not too bad. It's not. I don't know. It's such a fun thing going into a new season with a not having any idea if what you've done has made you as good as the others. I don't think we can look at... oh, no, we can. All right, let's have a look. Salaries. How bad is it? Okay, what's that? Okay, it's not too bad. We are the lowest salary by a chunk. Us and Royal, the promoted teams. But that's okay. Did they... Hang on, the Sundown spent £500,000 for a part exchange. Goodman Maselli. I could have got you something for like 100 grand. But that's fine. Okay. This is our tactic. No clue. I don't know if I should be using wide centre backs. I think we just go. We just go. Right. Randy, this is your moment. He became basically a running joke in my family because my nephew's a massive Bournemouth fan. I'm from Bournemouth. And Randy has become a legend in our household, like for his shitness, not because he's good at football. Right. Okay. Let's do this. Who are we playing? Golden Arrows. Where are you? Okay. They're looking to finish 8th this season. They are a middling team. This is a nice testing team. Their key player is that one. Annoyingly, is their goalkeeper. It's not that good, though. Okay. I'm not sure about this, Randy. It's not bad. I think the scouts have got this wrong. I think he's all right. Got 40 caps. He's experienced international. Here we go. First game of the season, everybody. I'm thinking if we can have one good season here where we perform above expectations. Obviously, expectations is fight bravely against relegation, like standard stuff. If we can have a season where we're, let's say, mid-table by January, I think that might be the point where we go, okay, we've done well here. I think we should maybe start sniffing around for other jobs while our stock is high. Wow, oh, what a game this is. Okay. They're playing in their camouflage colours. Tricky. Get tackling. Go on, Randy. Good ball. Okay. Okay, that's fine. First highlight was a speculative one from 25 yards. Ignore that. How far away do you reckon that shot had to have been to have a shot that had a 0.01 XG? It wasn't a long shot, so God knows what it was. But you have to take 100 of those for one to go in. That is impressive. The little fellow, Math. Doob. Like, I know there's realistic arguments for totally keeping hold of Cupid. But he's not done it for us. Don't care how good his numbers are. Okay, the first chance, first proper shot has gone in. This is... Okay. Is that the highlight? Win that. There's like 7 of us there, so we should be able to win that, yeah? Okay. Solomon's. Sadat. Bella Bahay. This is more like it. We've got some space. Make a run. I'm not thinking Mossie's onside. He sort of bent his run. That was a lovely one. Interesting 1-2. He's somehow managed to get it back. It's a 1-2-3. Oh, they scramble it away. And we're still... No, we're not coming back. Okay. Well, that was exciting. That was exciting, wasn't it? Ooh. Right. We haven't taken nearly enough shots. I'm disappointed. That sounds like something Ollie would say, not like somebody that knows about football. Do the shots. Okay. Let's just go serious. That wasn't good enough, guys. Yeah? Wasn't good enough. I think we just keep him there. The reason I seriously don't play this formation ever is because I feel like these just get in the way a bit too much. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to write it off because I could play Cobber and play him as an inside and just make them both inside forwards. That's my instinct, is to do that, but I want to try it. Dale boy, go on then. And let's give Matt Damon's because they're learning this position. So let's just use this. Let's go attacking. See if we can produce something a bit more than 0.2 XG. I also have to say thank you to some brand new patrons. Hang on. Now, this is either a mistake or the guy's just cool like this, or the biggest coincidence in the world, because Lee, West Ham, Cripps, thank you very much for signing up to Patreon. But the next person is Lee, NWO Cripps. Now, if you're not a wrestling fan, that's New World Order, because you know me, I'm all about the wrestling. Now, unless it's two very people, one's a big fan of West Ham, one's a big fan of New World Order, or he couldn't decide. Thank you twice, Lee. Strange Allen upped his pledge, thank you. Jack Chin, who just reminds me of like a Chinese knockoff Jackie Chan. Jack Chin, amazing. And Daniel Freer, thank you very much, Dan. Good to see you back. Hope everything is going well for you, mate. Thank you, guys. Right, if you're interested in helping me out and supporting me, you can do so in the links below and all that good stuff. Or you just want to be nosy and have a... Oh! Come on, Peters, he made a save. Okay. We are going to create... I'm not saying we're going to score. I'm not optimistic. We're going to create a chance there, I'm telling you. No, I don't mean to show off, but we are definitely going to create a chance. We're going to have a highlight that's ours. Okay, that's how confident I am. Okay, yeah. I don't know how to just make this. Oh, I could go inverted wing backs. Oh, well, hang on. I suddenly like that idea. While we're just first game of the season, it's not looking good. Let's just try some shit. I've clicked some buttons. But I think you kind of need you back out as a winger, buddy, because otherwise there's going to be no width on that side. Come on, boys. Anything. Oh, hang on. Sadat. Dale boy. Velaba, hey, on the volley. Oh, Fendo. He's not really used to it. He plays as a DM. This is not the right guy we wanted to fall into that position. Mossie's going to take a corner. It's gone. I haven't sapped corners yet. Bollocks. It's 2v2. Anybody want to go get him? Okay, good. Anybody? Just nobody close him down. There was like 5 of you. Watch the run. That's fine. That's fine. That's good pressure. Oh, it's that run. Keeper, angle. Didn't even move. Didn't he? Because he knew it was coming back to him right there. That's how good he is. He'd seen the future. Okay. I honestly don't know what this means. I don't know what the loss means. I don't know if the tactic's good. I don't know if the players I've signed are good. There is very little about this season that I have any understanding of. Because I'm not even sure if we're much better than last season because of the difficulty in signing players and the lack of money. So I'm not... I think we'll be fine. I think the tactic is going to be my problem. I need to find a 5-at-the-back tactic that works for this team, that works. We have to do the whole season. This is why I love this, having the wheel and doing something a little bit different. I urge any of you, like, the main problem I see on YouTube with Football Manager people that play Let's Plays, do Let's Plays on, or stream Football Manager, is that you're all too fucking good at the game. It is... I'm going to blow your minds now. It is not that much fun watching somebody that gets back-to-back promotions every season, that goes on, wins everything. It's not that much fun. So, if you are good at the game, add something into the game that makes it harder. Whether that's something silly like the wheel, or even like extreme, like masking all the attributes, so you just go on performances and stats and stuff. Or, like me, you've sort of done certain things. Like, I'm sure I could get a bit more out of this team if I went into the training and did it myself. But I can't be asked with that sort of stuff. I can't really be asked. I do the main staff, but all the under-18 staff. I don't worry about all that sort of stuff. So, and I like to rely on... I very rarely sign anyone that I haven't scouted. I like to rely on my scouts and stuff. So you can make the game a bit artificially harder for you, or challenging for you. Like I said, with the wheel or something. Do it. Even if you're playing at home and you find yourself doing too well, make something. There's websites that you can go to that, even if you don't have a wheel, you can just do one on a website and just add in your own stuff. It's brilliant, and it just adds a bit more interesting, forcing yourself to play a different tactic that you never normally play. It's all good fun. Right. What do we think then, team? Okay, I don't want you to tell me because I like to make my mess about with my own tactics. I like little bits of tactic advice, but I don't like you go, no, do this, this, and this. But I've got a question for you. Invert it. So assuming we keep this, do we see how this goes with minor tweaks, obviously, as we go, or should I go wing backs and then inverted winger inside forward? We know Mossy's good at that. Do we go inverted wing backs and then keep the wingers outside for the width so these guys are driving inside? Let me know. What do you reckon? I'm not sure if this, without any change, I just don't like it. I just don't like these getting in each other's way, and I feel like they do a bit too much. So let me know in the comments. I may, or most likely may not, ignore your comments entirely. But there you go. As with the first... I'm not looking forward to this question. At the beginning of each season, I generally ask, where do you think we're going to finish? You've seen the tactic. You've seen the players. Where do you think we're going to finish? Realistically, with my team, if I could just make my own tactic, or carry on from last season's tactic, I think we would finish about 7th or 8th. This team having to make the new tactic, I'm going to go exactly where we are. This is a sign of things to come. We are going to finish 12th, which again would be a fine season, but I think we're going to finish 12th. Let me know in the comments. Upvote your favourites. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this episode, please do leave a like. We'll be back tomorrow. Oh, who wins the league in? Is there like a massively dominant team? No. Okay, that's good. So there's like 3 or 4 teams that are the big boys, including Sundown, Cape Town City, and Kaiser Chiefs. Okay, good. Right, thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Happy Christmas and all that. By the way, wait. By the way. Look, if you're wondering what that is, you can't really tell because the light's not on. That's Gandalf, and that's a Balrog. They're fighting. My lovely girlfriend got it for me. And I have a new green screen that I'm currently flattening out a bit because it's a bit creased. I have the Elgato one in the corner there, which is brilliant because you just pull it up. But it's small and it goes right behind you and you can't really do anything. So as promised, I've got new lights We have a brand new green screen that's about 10 feet long if I need it to be, so we can do a little bit more. We've got room for activities, people. Right, thank you very much for watching. Hope you had a lovely Christmas, got lots of lovely good gifts, ate plenty of turkey, and avoided your racist uncle. I'm hoping that all went well for you. See you next time. Bye-bye.